Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Lightning, guys. Today I am bringing you guys another Destiny Top 5, guys. In today's Top 5, we are going to be doing the Top 5 locations here on Venus. And guys, in today's Top 5, these are the locations that are the best places to go, where there's a lot of action, where you can get a lot of loot and planet materials and stuff like that. So guys, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Coming in at our number 5 spot in today's video, we have the Endless Steps. Now, back in year 1, when Vault of Glass was one of the most popular raids in Destiny, this place was the starting location. Bungie did Vault of Glass really good, and I hope Bungie implements Vault of Glass back into year 2 somehow. Like, maybe you can get some upgraded loot in the Vault of Glass in year 2. I hope they do that sometime, because this raid is just so epic. But the Endless Steps, what I really love about Vault of Glass and the Endless Steps, is that they made it so random players can kind of help you. And if you're short on a few players, you can invite that random player that's helping you get into this place, and they can do the raid with you. And there's been numerous times when I picked people up that want to do Vault of Glass, and they helped us out, so I picked them up. And then there's been at least a couple times where I was just traveling the world, not really doing anything, not a lot of friends online, and then I saw these people trying to get into the Vault of Glass, and I helped them out, and they invited me into the raid, and we did the raid. There's been a couple times that happened, and I really like how Bungie did this. You know, you can have random players help you, and that's something they didn't do with Crota's End or King's Fall. I'm not for sure if you can do it in King's Fall, but in the Vault of Glass, you definitely could do this, and I really like that aspect where random people can come up, help you out, and maybe do the raid with you. I think it's super epic. There's also a lot of places to farm Spirit Bloom, but this area, if there's not people trying to get into the Vault of Glass, it is kind of just a boring, bland Venus spot. I thought I had to come on this list somewhere, so what better spot than number 5? Coming straight in at our number 4 spot, we have the Ishtar Cliffs. Now, just like the Endless Steps, this place is kind of a bland, boring area. But honestly, if you're doing gunsmith bounties, or if you need to farm glimmer or something, this place is really good. And also, there's a few public events that can happen here. You got where the enemies can move against each other and they go ham on each other. And you also got Vex sacrifices. It honestly is a very actiony spot because the enemies are always fighting each other. And if, like I said, you have a gunsmith bounty and you have to kill Vex or Fallen, you can just come here and get 2 of your guns done at once. And also, if you need Spirit Bloom, this is a great place to farm Spirit Bloom. There's Spirit Bloom spots all over this place. The Ishtar Cliffs is actually a pretty solid spot. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of places to farm materials, and also if you want to get your public events done, this is the place to go. And also, you can also do your gunsmith bounties. So I think it's a pretty solid spot, and I think it deserves the number 4 spot. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Ishtar Calm. Now, this place doesn't have public events, unfortunately. The only public event that happens is the enemies move against each other, which honestly, you can't really do anything with. I mean, it doesn't give you any strange coins or motes of light, but it is pretty action-packed. There's a lot of places to also farm materials. And like I said, with the Ishtar Cliffs, if you have a gunsmith bounty, you need to kill Vex or Fallen, or you need to kill both. This is actually a really good place to do it. There's always Vex, and there's also always Fallen, so there's plenty of both to kill. It's honestly just a really cool location. Like I said, not a lot of public events, but this place is just a very action-packed place. Just look at it, there's a broken down skiff, and it feels like both the Fallen and Vex are struggling for this position on Venus. I think it's pretty cool, honestly. It just looks like a cool place. It's very action-packed, and I thought I had to come on this list because, just like I said, it's one of the coolest locations on Venus. There's the broken down skiff you can jump on, and then it's just a really action-packed place. If you go further, there's a Vex dig site, and then if you go into the Fallen side, there's a Fallen kind of camp thing. I really don't know what you call it, but I honestly think it's a pretty solid location. I really like it. It's really action-packed, so I thought I had to come in at our number 3 spot. Coming in at our number 2 spot, in today's video, we have the Ember Caves. Now, this is the best place to farm for materials and glimmer on Venus. There will always be an Ultra Captain on top of the hill, so if you get the bounty where you have to kill 10 plus Fallen Majors or Ultras, this is definitely the place to go. And also, there's lots of routes you can farm, lots of Spirit Bloom on this location. The Heavy Pike will also sometimes spawn in at this location. I don't know if it still does in year 2, but I definitely think the Heavy Pike is something super cool. Vehicle gameplay in Destiny is super sweet, and I think there needs to be more of it, because if you get the Heavy Pike, man, it's just a blast. You can do public events and stuff with it, and it's so much fun. I wish there'd be more vehicle gameplay in Destiny. Destiny, but that's for a later day. Honestly though, the Ember Caves are just so cool. There's lots of places where you can just do like sparrow tricks, and if you get the heavy pike, this is one of the best locations because there's lots of cover, there's lots of cliffs you can do jumps off of. It's pretty cool, and also really action-packed place. There's always fallen to kill, so if you have to kill fallen for bounties or for gunsmith weapons, you can always do that. The Ember Caves is probably one of the most solid locations on Venus, so I thought I had to come here at our number 2 spot. Coming down to our number 1 spot, we have the Citadel. Now the Citadel is the most mysterious place in Destiny, and honestly this location just looks epic. In the Bungie drive along for Venus, the creators of this location said they wanted half of it to look kind of flooded and the rest of it to look not flooded, and I think they did a really good job because some of the places look like they're kind of washed out and stuff. And honestly, this place is honestly so cool. They're just so mysterious and stuff. The Citadel is pretty cool. I hope someday like we can like explore more. I know in the Skolas mission, like the last mission in the House of Wolves, what I love that Bungie did about the Citadel is that you can see the Citadel all over on Venus. Like if you spawn in on Venus, like that's one of the first things you see is the Citadel, and anywhere you go on Venus, you can always get a little glimpse of the Citadel. So it encourages players to go to the Citadel and see what's inside of it. I think Bungie did a really good job with it. I hope someday we can see a little bit more of the Citadel. None of us really know what it does. We just know that it's just super important to the Vex. But honestly, the Citadel location is pretty cool. There's always Vex to kill. The Citadel is probably the most mind-blowing and interesting spot here on Venus, so I thought I had to come here at our number 1 spot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, guys. I'm going to try uploading a lot more top 5s here in the next couple days, so stay tuned if you guys want to see more top 5s. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and guys, I'll see y'all in the next one.